Hello my friends, welcome all of you almost 107,000 star seeds, light workers, wanderers to this beautiful session. Today I have channeled the Galactic Federation in order to ask about very interesting questions and also one of the most important topics we have to understand in this life, which is related with the upcoming shift. Which many people, thousands of people, they have also received the same information under hypnosis. And also this session covers something known as the super soul. This is one of the first times I've ever heard what a super soul is. They have described what is a super soul and how it operates and how can they assist in the upcoming shift. Also, Galactic Federation share with us the true nature of the there were recently some spacecrafts which were captured in Peru, and these were they were different. They look like light beings. We have asked about in this session the real identity of these beings that were captured in that session, and also the Galactic Federation has answered about what are vertical and horizontal dimensions and how can we access them in our life. And finally, I have asked about how do wanderers pre-plan their incarnation cycle for the next incarnation, and what are the pre-planning activities that occur when a wanderer decides to come on Earth. This has been covered in the session, and also I want to say thank you to all of you who have joined on my Patreon, because we have a meditation even for this month of October as stated in the previous session. So if you want to join together and meditate and also access 400 plus censored sessions, you can join it. The link is on the description. And with that being said, also I want to say thank you to all of you who take the time to like this video, because this is a service to others, as it will help it to reach to others who need it spiritually. With that being said, enjoy the session, my friends.
We are the Galactic Federation now in communication through the channel's vibratory sound complex, and we are here now to commune through the instrument and provide information to the human collective regarding the queries that are found in the mind complex of this instrument, in need for inner discernments to be used at this time. We, the Galactic Federation, have to firstly state a thank you to the people of your planet for participating in a meditation and covering the Saturn location with love light shield, because this love light shield was able to not only assist in preventing any intrusion from negatively oriented Orion social memory complexes, but also this created an added effect to the love and light vibratory system, which was being emanated from our location of Saturn. Further, the negatively oriented entities, they couldn't handle the love light vibrations and were unable to enter into our location, wherein we are seated in the Saturn rings. Therefore, we are thankful to those who participated in the meditation with this instrument. We shall now address the queries that are presented now. The first query relates with the understanding about what is the truth about spacecrafts which were captured by certain people of your planet in the location known as Peru. We find that this instrument specifically querying about a video wherein entities of your planet have captured certain types of structures hovering in the sky and moving in the sky. We must firstly indeed state that these are fifth density Orion entities, as they appear in the form of light, and they are able to manipulate the matter of the outside world. These were the Orion social memory complexes who had entered into Peru at that space-time with a simple purpose of trying to spread more of their agenda and to create a type of system of field around that location during that space-time, wherein such types of intrusions were happening in that location. In order to amplify the vibration of fear was their main purpose. We shall now address the queries which are in order. The query relates with: what is the significance of the people of the Earth planet understanding about the upcoming shift in the state of hypnosis as known by your people? Furthermore, we, the Galactic Federation, shall now delve into the revelations regarding this aspect of the shift which is occurring in the Earth planet, which has been revealed several times through thousands of your mind, body, spirit complexes in the Earth planet through hypnosis sessions. Further, we must state that this primarily is a concept related with the aspects of spiritual family. Further, the spiritual family concept is expanding the understanding of what truly encompasses the family concept found upon your planetary sphere. The spiritual family extends beyond the boundaries of the current incarnation, and it includes all of the spiritual complexes in the universal complex. This concept might be challenging for many of your mind complexes to grasp, but we shall share with you some of our insights. Furthermore, if any of your mind, body, spirit complexes could momentarily transport themselves to the realm which lies beyond this current illusion complex, many would witness breathtaking insights and visuals. A vast congregation of spiritual complexes may be seen. A spiritual family that predates the current illusion family, which primarily is associated with the current earthly existence, will be seen. Amongst these spiritual souls are individualized entities, which many of you have become familiar in the earthly illusion complex since you shared similar experiences on other planetary spheres long before arriving on the Earth illusion complex. Furthermore, the idea primarily may seem to be esoteric. However, the people of your planet must realize that before embarking on your earthly illusion incarnation journey, many of you underwent experiences and growth which transcend what has been encountered in the earthly illusion complex. Moreover, there are countless spiritual complexes that have never entered this planetary sphere, but are ready to join on this earthly mission to graduate. Furthermore, we must state that the concept of soul family primarily transcends the current earthly understanding and the interconnectedness amongst various spiritual entities, which is found across various universal complexes. This primarily reflects the shift which is going to happen in the Earth planet, which will not only be a shift of the current entities who are found on this planet, but a shift of the whole earthly spiritual complex social memory collective, which means that there may be many souls who might have already crossed over, yet they may be ready for graduation, and they may be waiting for the moments to graduate. This means that there are many souls who are in the astral plane who are already eligible for graduation, waiting for the completion and the full-fledged beginning of the upcoming shift of the Earth's planetary vibration into the new Earth, fourth density consciousness. Furthermore, as many of the entities on the Earth planet find that the ignition of life on the Earth planet primarily came from various other extraterrestrial entities, as well as assistance from many other higher density social memory complexes, which has created an equilibrium of environmental situations, which includes vital elements such as those required for the rejuvenation process of the earthly spiritual family, as well as the earthly illusion complex. Further, the system of emergence in this planet is now going to find the entry of many of the transformative souls who primarily can be referred to in your language vibratory sound complex as the super souls. We must firstly state that we shall describe the super souls are those entities who have already experienced graduation from this planetary sphere of Earth illusion complex and are waiting in the astral planes for the planet to completely transition into the fourth density. And if these entities decide, they can directly also enter into the earthly realm again with their own free will to assist in this planetary transition. Hence, the super souls are those souls of the earthly illusion complex who have already learned the lessons of service to others and love of the fourth density. However, they are waiting in the astral realm for their spiritual family to complete their lessons, and when they decide, they can enter into the earth planet again. These super soul entities primarily are in between becoming a wanderer and becoming fully graduated. Hence, they are considered as super souls because of their highly patient and understanding to sacrifice time of their own lessons to learn and to wait for their spiritual family. Furthermore, many of the super souls who have incarnated on the earth planets possess a deeper understanding of what is unfolding in the earth illusion complex, since they have already undergone a similar process of understanding, as their consciousness is already that of a fourth density. They primarily incarnate as enlightened masters who are able to influence other minds, body, spirit complexes in a positive manner. Many a times, these super soul entities can be recognized by their radiant presence and their capacity to help others through their vibration rhythms of sound complexes, as well as through their vibratory rhythms of actions and beingness. Furthermore, we shall now address the other portion of the query placed by this instrument, related with what is the truth about vertical and horizontal dimensions and how can human entities access them. We, the Galactic Federation, must state that vertical and horizontal dimensions primarily represents the total aspect of human consciousness, as human mind, body, spirit complexes have an opportunity to connect with the direct understanding of the deeper sense of self using their own free will. The understanding of horizontal dimension as well as vertical dimension can be explained in a simplified version such that the first understanding of horizontal dimensions primarily refers to the ordinary state of consciousness, wherein the mind-body-spirit complexes primarily have preoccupied thought forms, memories, and other types of sound complexes which may be related with the past or the future, and rarely the present moment's awareness. In this dimension of the spiritual complex, the entities on the Earth planets are engaged usually in the external illusion complex and identifying and attaching themselves with thought forms, emotions, and their personalized stories of the past. Further, this is the primary dimension wherein 99.5% of the people of the Earth planet live from. As we can sense, this is a dimension which is devoid of the connection with infinite intelligence of the one infinite creator. Therefore, the horizontal dimension is primarily a type of existence which has been normalized upon your planetary sphere. The vertical dimension, primarily, on the other hand, represents a deeper level of conscious evolution, which is accessible when entities upon the Earth planet become able to be fully present in the moment, and the access to the vertical dimension involves transcending the continuous system of thinking and primarily because of the awareness of the present moment. This allows interconnection with infinite intelligence and also an interconnection with the one infinite creator's presence. This directly allows for a vertical dimension connection to occur. Furthermore, in this space-time dimension of the mind-body-spirit complex, the usual patterns of the mind complex and the usual identification with thought forms, as well as the thinking about the past or the future space-time is done away with, which gives rise to a sense of being rooted in the self-awareness, presence of beingness. This is a dimension of the mind-body-spirit complex which is beyond thought, wherein there is no identification with age, personality, and external illusion complex circumstances, and simply the existence of beingness is present. Therefore, we, the Galactic Federation, must state that the other portion of the query relates with what is the process of pre-planning the incarnation in third density for wanderers and how it operates. We, the Galactic Federation, must state firstly that the primary pre-planning of wanderers into the third density incarnation is found to primarily operate within a certain framework. Furthermore, firstly, the wanderer's native vibration is found to be calculated by their oversoul, and usually entities who are at a level above 3 densities can incarnate into a lower 3-density planetary sphere, which means that in the Earth planet, which is currently at 3rd density level, only beings up to the 6th density can choose to incarnate on the Earth planet. Furthermore, primarily, before incarnating into a physical bodily complex, the wandering entity primarily engages in a process of pre-planning along with its higher self as well as with its oversoul. Firstly, the selection of the life path occurs wherein specific catalysts and lessons and experiences which they wish to provide themselves for their upcoming incarnations are set up. These catalysts are created for the purpose of allowing them to remember their mission and at times allow them to understand their intentions for their incarnations. Many of the wanderer entities also form soul contracts and agreements with other spiritual entities who primarily play important roles in their life cycles during their incarnation cycle. Furthermore, these types of soul contracts and agreements primarily facilitate learning, growth, and support. Furthermore, wanderers are also primarily able to pre-plan their type of physical bodily complexes with certain types of genetic factors that they want to experience, which will allow them the highest possibility of service to others. Furthermore, wanderers are also extremely careful for choosing the alignment of similarity of energetic frequencies of emotional states which will allow them the highest possible learning of lessons. This depends upon the choice of the wanderer based upon the highest possible learnings to be made. Many of the wanderers also experience a system of veiling of their old memories in order to allow them the free will choice in their life cycle. Many a times wandering entities primarily are able to understand that they have a higher spiritual calling and mission which they incarnate on earth by experiencing certain connection with certain types of teachings and spiritual systems. Therefore, we, the Galactic Federation, now leave you, beloveds. Bye.
Friends, let me give you a brief understanding from this session. What I learned is that there are many people who are receiving similar type of information about the upcoming shift, about fourth density happening in our planet, and this is received via hypnosis. Many of them, they receive it. And also I have noticed that what they said was there are some souls who are known as the super souls, who actually souls who have already become eligible for graduation, but they decide to stay in the astral plane and they wait for their soul family, or they wait for some other people or family members of their same soul group to come and join them on the next journey. These are known as the super souls, which was a new concept which I learned today. And also another thing is the UFO footage actually showcased what the Galactic Federation stated were the Orions. Actually they were from the fifth density, so that is why they look like light beings. They appeared as light. And also in the session they have described how can we access the vertical dimension and the horizontal dimension. Horizontal dimension, I believe it's very simple to understand. Horizontally you can think about the past or the future, and sometimes you can think about the present, so it's horizontal. But vertical means you are just focused on the present moments. That's what I understood from this session. And when you do that, when you focus on the vertical dimension, on the present moment awareness, you become connected with the one infinite creator's presence. And also in this session they have described how wanderers choose their next incarnation and what are the pre-incarnation choices they make, which was really fascinating, and I learned a lot in this session. And I hope all of you also learned a lot in this session. If you want to know about your own soul name, your soul's identity, your past lives, you can email me. The email is over here as well as on the description. Also, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for downloading my free transcript of the channeling sessions. And if you want to buy a book, you can also get it in a book format. You can read it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this session, and I'll see you in the next session. Until then, enjoy this session over here.